Good evening, and thank you all for being here this evening. My name is John Arvanites. I want to thank you all again for being here, but also the League of Women Voters for putting this debate together and gathering us all here this evening. I chose Morris Township to be the town for me to live in with my daughter, my son, and my daughter when she comes back from college. Morris Township is a great township to live in. Prior to living here, I lived in Roseland, and I served in Roseland as a mayor and councilman for 14 years. I had the privilege that the residents there gave me to serve, and it was very rewarding, and I enjoyed every minute of being there. We were able to do a lot of great things, and Roseland is a similar community to Morris Township, with the only exception being that it's about 20% the size of Morris Township. But we have a commercial base, we have a residential base. We have traffic issues, we have development issues. One would think that Roseland had one of the best tax rates in New Jersey, if not Essex County, but we were able to make it even better. And so through my experience as a CPA, I was instrumental in reducing taxes in Roseland. I was instrumental in reducing traffic coming through Roseland. I was instrumental in decreasing or limiting the type of development that we had, which creates traffic issues. The other thing that I was very instrumental in providing to the township of the borough of Roseland was to bring millions of dollars back from Trenton. I spent countless hours down in Trenton to fight to bring dollars back into our community, to help seniors, to help our children, and to make Roseland even a better place to live than what it was when I first moved there. Thank you.
Thank you. Mrs. Johnson.
Yes, thank you. Good evening, everyone. My name is Louise Johnson, and I've lived in Morris Township for 30 years. Is this on? Okay, okay, all right. I lived in Morris Township for 30 years with my excellent husband, Alan, and our daughters. And I first fell in love with the township when I was visiting here on a business trip many years ago. And I feel extremely fortunate and grateful to live here now. I don't see the township as a place to be descended upon and critiqued and made over. Rather, I see it as a place of beauty and rich history that predates the Revolutionary War. As deputy mayor, I'm proud to carry on the traditions of leadership that made Morris Township a truly exceptional place to live. Do we have challenges? Of course. But after having visited 3,000 houses on foot this year, I can say the overwhelming sentiment is that people love living here. Morris Township is extremely well run. Just ask our auditors, as well as our residents, as well as Moody's rating agency, who gave us a AAA bond rating, because competent leaders who respect its history have governed it for decades. Each of these leaders has brought essential skills and talents to the job. The most important talent I bring is leadership. It's a quality that has allowed me to reach executive levels at one of the world's largest corporations and stay there for 36 years. There I learned ferocious fiscal discipline and applied it to my role as co-chair of the Township Finance Committee, which delivered the first real property tax cut in a generation and flat taxes this year. As a former plant manager, I was responsible for the safety of hundreds of employees and the environment in the surrounding community, which makes me well suited as fire commissioner. I'm an MBA and a certified project manager and have delivered many successful projects that served me well on the Township Planning Board when progressing major projects like Munnon and Honeywell. Finally, I've logged thousands of hours of volunteer service to our community and love my role as Parks and Recreation Commissioner, which keeps me in touch with our families.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ms. Wilson.
Good evening, everyone. I'm Cathy Wilson. Thanks to the League for sponsoring tonight's forum, and thanks to all of you for being here. I'd like to open by highlighting, is it on? I'd like to open by highlighting why I'm the right person for this job. Our governing body would have you believe that they're the only ones who know what's good for our community, and they're the only ones who can deliver it. With all due respect, they're wrong. Having attended every township committee meeting for the last 4 years, I've seen plenty of examples where this committee is big on lip service and short on action. Promises to fix up the Collinsville playground are repeatedly broken in spite of having approved this funding years ago. After 3 years of work, promises that the EDEC, the Economic Development Advisory Committee, would attract new businesses to our empty office space have yielded little more than this brochure. Unlike Nicole, who's an official member, I actually attend every meeting of this group. Our committee's recent decision to undertake a $2 million renovation project on Cornine Field with no public discussion of what they're doing and why, and with no consideration to funding sources other than taxpayer dollars, is concerning. This is the kind of under-the-radar decision-making that's gotten us in trouble in the past, and I pledge to change that in the future. My experience includes many accomplishments I'm proud of, including the innovative model I've developed to bring video of the governing body meetings to our community at no cost to taxpayers, the work I did to push our officials to make the master plan review process more user-friendly for residents. I see many other issues in our community that are calling for the kinds of innovative solutions I offer, such as transportation for seniors, sidewalks, ways to go green and save money. I look forward to discussing those this evening.
Thank you. Dr. Saphier.
Wow, well, that was a really quick welcome. I was already shot down, so good evening, everyone. Thank you to the Women League of Voters from Morristown area and everyone here for coming. It's late on a Monday evening. I appreciate you all being here. It's been a very long day for everyone. My name is Nicole Saphier. I'm mother of 3 boys, wife, medical doctor, and I bring something to the table that the Township Committee doesn't actually have. Our current committee is composed of experts in law, finance, and management. Not only do I bring fiscally conservative leadership and managerial skills, but I am a staunch advocate for public health. Whether we're discussing pollution from excess traffic and construction, environmental longevity, or drug crises that we even have here in Morris Township. Bottom line, I'm not a politician, although my voice has been heard nationally, statewide, and locally. In fact, I'm the only person here at this table who hasn't actually run for an elected position, because I felt through volunteerism I could make my mark, and I have. As the chair of the Alliance, I was tasked with the responsibility to put together a large community volunteer group to have it utilize the grant funding for anti-drug and alcohol campaigns. And we have done a tremendous job working with the Morris Educational Fund, Team Pride, and many others. You probably have started to see our logo out there. And I also hold a seat at the Economic Development Advisory Committee, as Ms. Wilson nicely told everyone. And I think I actually have missed a couple of meetings in the last couple of years since I've been put on this role for various other issues. What she didn't mention was the fact that I do about 5 to 10 emails a week, and I meet with all the commercial groups, and I'm not just an obstructionist sitting there. I'm also a member of the Board of Health, where I help oversee public health when it comes to our township, from vector-borne illnesses, the opioid crisis, and our pool safety. I think the question before this group is, are we doing as much as we can? Are we doing everything we should be for the Morris Township? And I'm not going to answer that right now. This is a great discussion. We're all here tonight to answer these questions, and I look forward to learning more from everyone at the table.
Thank you.
Morristown Green.